guys and welcome to today's video. Today I wanted to film my January/February favourites. I must admit I really want to film more favourite videos. I struggle a little bit because I really should be trying more products than I am. I just have got to a stage where I know what I like and I just like to use what I like over and over and over again. Kind of like occasionally new little bits will creep in, but there's never really like loads of new products that I've really been loving, which is why it's going to be a bit of a beauty video, and also I'm going to slip in a couple of like lifestyle-y bits that I've really been enjoying. But before I get started, I just want to let you know that I've linked down below my Instagram, and if you don't follow me on there then please do that, as that's where I upload the most. I'll start with beauty because that seems like the best place to start. I've got only a couple of little bits that I've really been loving that are new bits. I'm gonna start with something pretty basic but essential, and that is lip balms. I have two lip balms that I've really been loving. The first one is Skin Iceland. This is actually a limited edition berry lip fix. This is quite old. I've had this for a while. Didn't open it for a while. Does that make sense? So it hasn't been like in use for ages, but I have pretty much completely finished it. Really liked it. It just hydrates really well, and if my lips are feeling sore and dry in the morning, if I use this loads, then by the evening we're usually back to normal. And same goes for the Fenty Beauty. I really didn't have high hopes for this. This is the Pro Kisser lip balm. I didn't have high hopes for this because I was like, oh, it's a makeup brand, it's just not going to be that good. It's going to be a bit, I don't know, a bit like topical, but not really going to make that much difference to my lips, and I was just wrong. I have really enjoyed this. It does come with like a little doe foot applicator, which is a bit different to most lip balms. It's a little bit pink because sometimes I do apply this like towards the end of my lipstick. Generally a great lip balm. I don't think this is that expensive as far as like other Fenty Beauty products go, and I think I would repurchase this because I really like it. It looks super luxe, but more so it just does a really great job of hydrating and just making my lips feel so much better. Yesterday my lips were so sore, I don't know why, and then I woke up and started applying this, and by the evening my lips felt absolutely fine. The new Hourglass concealer, I have heard kind of like mixed reviews about this, and it's definitely one that I would recommend you don't apply too much of because it's not the most, it's quite a heavy concealer, but I've really been enjoying it. I use it largely under my eyes, then I blend it out with a brush. The brush that they sell with it is actually a really lovely brush. I've been really enjoying this as a new launch, so I thought it was worth mentioning. It's a little bit on the pricey side. I'm unsure if I would pay a full price for it. I don't know. I'm going to keep using it for a little bit longer, then I'll get back to you, but I do reach for it quite a lot. My favourite palette is the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Glow in a palette. Gorgeous Glowing Beauty 5-minute face on the go. I don't know if this has like a name. This might be the Gorgeous Glowing. I'm not sure, but mine comes in like a limited edition Christmas packaging, I believe. And inside you get 3 eyeshadows, a highlight, a blush, another highlight. I don't know, this middle one I don't really use very often, but it also has a bronzer. And it says that the middle one is a Swish blush, but then the pink one is a pop blush. I just really like this. Actually, like, the shadows aren't necessarily my favourites in terms of like colour, but I do use them quite a lot. I just think it's the perfect palette to travel with. Initially I thought I wasn't really going to like it that much, but I went to Portugal, I took it with me, and I used it loads. In particular I like bronzer, blush and highlight. I've been using this blush so much. The eyeshadow colours are nice, it's just not necessarily a colour that I want to wear every single day, and because there are just 3 colours then you are somewhat limited. If you want to travel with this palette for 2 weeks, I would personally get quite bored of the eyeshadows, but I do use this bronzer quite a lot as an eyeshadow, and it works really nice as well. This is a little bit on the pricey side. I think this is like 50-ish pounds, but actually you do get 7 products, and there's 7 Charlotte Tilbury products. Charlotte Tilbury is not cheap. The eyeshadows are really good sizes. The bronzer is an okay size. The highlight is a great size. And then the blush is a little bit smaller, but still works quite well. And the brush I've largely been using to apply it with is the Zoeva 127 Luxe Sheer Cheek. Love this brush. I just use like the tip right in the blush, and then I just add like a little tiny pop of blush. The bronzer I use all over my face, and then I don't highlight with this. I just use this for bronzer and blush, but it's perfect for that. It's really nice and soft and fluffy, but it's still like small enough that it fits in this palette, which has been fab. Eyeliner wise, I strayed for a little bit off the Fenty Beauty eyeliner. This is the best. This is the Fly liner. It's so good. We were in Portugal and Spain for the carnival like 2 weeks ago, and I used this on my nose to turn me into a cat, which I know is such a basic thing to be for carnival, but I wasn't planning to go out, like I wasn't planning to go out for carnival, and I had nothing, just absolutely nothing to dress up as. So I had a leopardy headband, so I just added some whiskers and a cat eye and a nose, and that was me done. I also done my cousin's makeup, used this to add like leopard print to her face, and I actually think it looked quite cool. Did not fade, did not move, didn't budge. We were out for quite a long time because in Portugal and Spain, like honestly, I don't know how they do it, but they go out really late and they stay out till like 6 in the morning, and that's just standard there. And this lasted until 6 in the morning. Would highly recommend, would definitely repurchase. I actually believe I bought this myself. The other thing I really have enjoyed using, but I don't want to go too in-depth into because I'm going to upload a blog post, is this little set which is called the Littles by a Drunk Elephant. It looks really cute. I took this away on holiday with me, and I just think as a set it's really great. It comes with 8 little minis from Drunk Elephant, so it's just a really great way to try the brand, and I really enjoyed it. For example, the jelly cleanser I really liked. I didn't think I was going to like it, but I'm still kind of trying them out. So once I've decided exactly what I think, I am going to write a blog post, so just keep a little eye out for that. I'll link my blog down below, because there are some items that I've really loved and some which have been a little bit more average, but as a whole I've really enjoyed using this little pouch and kind of just exploring Drunk Elephant that little bit more, and it was just the perfect little travel skincare companion. I basically just took this and a balm cleanser, and that's it. I mean, there are 8 products in here, but they have 4 AM products and 4 PM products, and it was just fab. Then a really random one, and one that I kind of was umming and ahhing about whether I should put in, because I know it's probably not going to be the easiest thing to find, but one of my friends gave me this little comb, and I'm going to look for it on Amazon because there must be something online similar to this, but basically I'm just recommending you keep an eye out for something like this. It's just a little brush slash comb. There's a brush on one end and a comb on the other. She basically said that she got it from like a first class little pouch. I definitely don't fly first class, but she said she had a few of them, and so she gave me this one, and essentially it's probably like a disposable brush, but it is the perfect thing for a handbag. No matter how small my handbag is, this pretty much always fits. I typically only use the brush side. I have used the comb side in the past, but typically I just use the brush side, but it's basically just the most perfect brush. I'd highly recommend if you can get your hand on one of these. It's just the best. I never carry a brush or a comb with me because I feel like they just take up too much space. Even travel ones I feel like take up too much space, but this is so teeny tiny and just perfect. I'd highly recommend looking for one of these. Then on from that, like, I wanted to quickly touch on my hair extensions. I haven't spoken about this at all on YouTube, but I have got a whole blog post about it, and I've got a stories highlights on Instagram. But at the moment I have in some great lengths tape extensions, and now I don't really have them in the top of my head because my hair is so fine that I found that when they were too high, especially towards the end of having them in, they, like, if I moved my hair, they were just a little bit more visible. If you have like relatively thick hair, then I think they would work really well for you if you just wanted to add a bit of thickness or a bit of length. Mine is just for thickness, and I know some people are going to be like, oh, it hasn't even made that much difference, but it's like a personal thing, it's a confidence thing. Like for me, this does make a lot of difference. Even just like the width of my ponytail is so much better than it is without the extensions, and that just makes me that little bit more confident and happier. Even like when I take pictures, sometimes the ends of my hair can look a bit like scraggly, is that the right word? And just fine, whereas it just kind of bulks up the ends, and I just love them. I can do a whole video about tape-in extensions if anyone's interested, but I don't want to go too in depth because I could talk about tape-in extensions for ages. You can reuse the hair more than once. I had them in January, and then I got them put back in like 5 days ago, and they're just that little bit better this time around because we kind of spoke about what worked for me, what didn't work for me, and we changed it, and my extensions are a little bit lower than they were before. And for me, I just like the look they give. I'm going to try and show you one, although I think, can you see? Yeah, this is it here, and like when I show you, it's very obvious because I have balayage in my hair, so in order for it to suit down here, it's a little bit more noticeable up top, but obviously once my hair is its normal way, you can't tell. I think Hadley, which is who does my hair at Knightsbridge Hershelson's in Harvey Nichols, actually cut these quite small, which he didn't do before, but I just think it works much better for my hair, and I've just really been liking them. They look like my real hair. Nobody has ever said like, oh, have you got extensions in? But yeah, they're just great. And I did get quite a lot of questions about tying up my hair. I can still tie it in like a low pony, which I think is quite cool at the moment anyway, so that works really well. Towards the end I actually can do like a regular pony. Oh my god, I don't know if any of you guys get this, but if you have like bigger boobs, I don't know how to put that, whenever you lift your arms and bring them down, sometimes your t-shirt just, your top just ends up sitting there, and that's so annoying. But yeah, I've really been liking them. I will probably get them put in a few more times. I think a while longer. I really like them. They're not the cheapest thing, but tapes aren't too expensive, especially compared to keratin bonds. I think they're a little bit cheaper. I was a little bit nervous about them ruining my hair, but because there's a wide strip over quite a lot of hair, the weight is evenly distributed and it works quite well. Even when I got them removed, my hair didn't feel any weak or anything like that, and just generally really been loving my tape-in hair extensions. On from that, I wanted to talk about another kind of service, and that is Blow Limited. Now I will quickly disclose that my extensions were gifted, and also I have also been gifted by Blow, but I just think it's a really good service. Initially I was a bit like, oh, is it expensive, is it not expensive? But I think it kind of depends where you usually go for your regular services. But Blow is an app. I'll quickly show you what it looks like. I have literally just finished my nail appointment. Blow Limited looks like this. And then they have like nails, massage, brows, pregnancy stuff, hair and makeup, lashes, spray tan, waxing, facials, and then packages and groups and stuff like that. But basically it's an app. You can book, for example, nails to come to your house and get a manicure or a pedicure or whatever you want, or a massage or a facial, or any of the services they offer. I, for example, just got a manicure. I don't know if you can see, it's like an OPI manicure, and I'm actually very happy with them. I think they look very nice. Price wise, I think especially if you're going to like a nice London salon, it's actually very affordable. If you're going to like your local little tiny salon, then maybe it's a little bit more expensive, but obviously it's the convenience of having it in your house. So for example, I just got a gel manicure and that's £39, which I think is very reasonable in London, and you don't have to like travel there, travel back, and obviously that costs a little bit. At least if you're going to central London, it would cost me a little bit. And it's in your house, which I don't mind getting a manicure in a salon, but especially a pedicure is such a nice treat to have one at home. A facial at home is nice, a massage at home is incredible. I was initially like, oh, maybe I'll miss like having the spa experience, but it's still lovely. Like they both have like different perks. A full body deep tissue massage is £60, which I think is very reasonable in London. And if you use my code, which is obsessed20, you get £20 off your first booking, which makes a 1 hour deep tissue massage just £40. A gel manicure just £19, which is like unheard of. It's that super duper affordable. So although I think Blow's great all the time, and I think its pricing is actually very good, it's especially good if you use a discount code. And like I said, my discount code is obsessed20. I don't get commission or anything for that, but they do give me vouchers to spend on the website. Then I wanted to talk about like podcasts or books, or like just stuff I've been watching that I've really been loving. And then I had a little look through like my Goodreads and my IMDb, because I rate everything on my IMDb, and there's just nothing I've really been loving, which is a bit disappointing. I've been watching like quite a lot, but I feel like nothing's been that great. I watched The Stranger, which was okay. I watched Love is Blind, which is great if you just have some time to kill, but it is what it is, I guess. The one thing I did really like is Sex Education. That was just really great in my opinion. It's an easy watch, it's funny, and sometimes that's just what I want, but it's still like deep enough. Like it still tackles like difficult subjects, but I don't go to bed thinking like, oh my god, like at the moment I'm watching Gabriel Fernandez. Like I have to watch Friends before I go to sleep because otherwise it's just too sad. And then podcasts again, like I haven't been watching anything I have actually, but I haven't been listening to anything new, but there is one podcast I'd recommend. I have been listening to Liana's podcast and I'm new to that, so I'm starting on season 1 and I have honestly really been enjoying that and I would highly recommend that. And then the other one is Sustainably Influenced podcast. I've only listened to 2 of them, but they've been really good, and there's 6. Wow, how did I get so behind so quickly? I'm definitely going to catch up with those today, but really great, especially if you're trying to be more sustainable, which I really am. It's just nice to have a little bit of guidance. The other 2 podcasts I've been listening to are Today in Focus, which is the Guardian podcast, and The Daily, which is a New York Times podcast. I don't listen to all of their podcasts. They come out quite regularly, maybe even like every day, but I just click on the topics that interest me. For example, I'm not that interested in American politics, and the New York Times does do quite a lot of American politics, obviously. For example, if the Guardian does one on like who should be the new Labour leader, I will click on that. It's a nice way to dive a little bit deeper on certain subjects that I am a little bit more interested in, so I'd highly recommend kind of just subscribing, just clicking on the odd podcast here and there that's interesting. And then the other podcast I'm currently listening to, not yet recommending it because I am on episode 1 and I haven't finished it yet, is The Baron of Botox. Really unlike anything I've listened to as a podcast, because I don't really listen to like true, I don't know, it might even be like a true crime, I don't know, I'm not that deep into it, but I am enjoying it because it has like a beauty aspect to it and like a celebrity aspect to it. But I'm new to it, so I'll come back to you at the end of this month or early April. Oh god, next month is April, or early April, and let you know like what I thought. But that is the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Let me know what you'd like to see next. Like I said, I'm really not trying as many products as I should, so I think maybe I will do like a full face of new products video. Would you like to see that? And I have got some like daily vlogs coming up too, because I went to Portugal last month, like 2 weeks, like a week and a half ago, and I did film that, so I will be uploading those very soon as well. But like I said, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.